We are so pleased to have Jason Zucker joining us now from his home. So, Jason, thanks for the time. We just started talking about how now we're hearing more and more reports that each division is only going to play within its own division. So if the divisions shake out how we're thinking they will, how it's being reported they will, it'll be a lot of the Metro teams are used to seeing, but also Boston added to the mix. So how do you feel about this playing 7 other teams, 7, 8 times during the year?
Yeah, it's going to be different for sure. It's going to create some added rivalries. Not that we need that with Washington or Philly or any of the others, but it's definitely going to add a little bit more to it for sure.
And it will be interesting for the fans who can passionately follow and learn to hate new groups, which will be always fun for the fans. So now it looks like, I'm sure it's been tricky, being in limbo for months, into the return to play, for months post-return to play. Now you kind of have a target date. Are you ramping up? Can your training be ready to go on January 3rd if that's the day you start?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the toughest part about the whole transition here this summer and the off season is trying to have a plan. Typically, you plan for about 3 months or so of training. It's been a lot longer than that. So we've definitely had to adjust a little bit, take a little bit of time off in between some phases of working out and things of that sort. But now that we have a target date, it's nice to have that set and just be able to train and get ready for camp.
How did you spend your time? Because like you said, I mean, right now you're used to playing hockey. I don't know if you've probably ever in your life not been playing hockey around the holidays and Thanksgiving, et cetera. So what has it been like to be off during this fall time?
Personally, it's been great. I mean, I've been able to cherish this time with my kids. I've got my oldest is 10 and my 2 young ones are 3 and almost 2 now. So it's been great to just chase them around and see the 2 young ones especially grow up a little bit more and help my oldest daughter through school. And it's just been great to have the family time. So I've actually cherished the time and I've never been home this long in my entire life. So it's definitely been fun.
But you're going to have to get back to work. At some point, pretty soon, you're going to have to get back to work. So heading into Pittsburgh now again, will you be more comfortable? Because you're clearly an established, excellent NHL player. But heading into Pittsburgh's a different dynamic. You got Sid, you got Gino, like almost nervous, even for someone of your caliber last year. Is it more comfortable, the idea of going in there this year?
It is, and I think that was a big deal for me being there for a little while last year and just having the time to get to know the guys. You know, the bad part was I didn't get the time that you typically get to bond with your teammates, to go to dinners and do all those things because everything got shut down pretty quick after I got there. But they're a great group of guys. They've been really good about including me and you know, all the different things we did in the bubble or you know, prior to the entire shutdown. So they're a great group. I'm excited to get back with them. And we're really looking forward to this year.
So we're obviously noticing the Give 16 sweatshirt and hat that you're rocking right now. I know that's part of your charity and a big reason why you won the King Clancy just a couple years ago. It all goes to a great cause benefiting the Children's Hospital there in Minnesota. But I just was reading about this latest giveaway that you and your wife, Carly, came up with. So tell us more about this holiday tree giveaway and other gift baskets and who was all involved in making that happen.
Yeah, so this was actually the great idea of the Backus family. David Backus and his amazing wife do so many amazing things as well on their end, and their charity is Athletes for Animals. And basically, right now around the holidays, especially with COVID, there have been so many expenses that have been tough for families to keep up with their animals. And so all of their expenses right now are going to these families to help keep animals in their homes and not have to go to shelters. So they're helping an amazing cause. And then for us, they contacted Carly to help out and decided to team up with Give 16, and that's going directly to Masonic Children's Hospital here at the University of Minnesota. And rather than that money going directly to our space, the Zucker Family Suite and Broadcast Studio, we're actually using it to provide games, toys, arts and crafts, all these things for the kids within the hospital. And right now, everybody in the hospital is single-use toys. So you can't clean a toy and put it back in the toy room. Everything is single-use because of COVID. None of the kids are allowed to leave their rooms. It's a really tough time for them. So we're trying to make sure that they have as many supplies and games and toys as they can have, or especially around the holidays, and just give them a little bit of fun and excitement while they're there.
Awesome stuff. What a great cause, and well done for you to be involved in that. So it's an auction item. I'm curious, what has been the highest auction bid? Who's gone for the most?
Yeah, so we had a little competition, obviously, between the guys, but as you guys know, the hockey community is so amazing in giving and wanting to be a part of this stuff. So Brad Marchand actually had the highest bid at $1,300. Second was Jared Spurgeon Third was Carly and I with one of our trees, and but again, it was a fun little competition we had. But Marshawn ended up taking the highest bid.
Yeah, his new division rival.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so great to see you guys all come together for such a great cause. How many different NHL players got involved in this effort?
We had quite a bit. We had Nick Dowd, we had Jared Spurgeon, we had David Backus, we had myself, Marshawn, we had Charlie McAvoy. I know I'm forgetting a few. We had Zach Parisi. We had, man, I wish I had the entire list in front of me, but we had so many names and so many guys. Yeah, there were tons. And we had Kyle Rudolph from the Minnesota Vikings put in a basket in the tree as well. So, I mean, we just had a lot of great people. For anybody that's from Minnesota, the Power Trip Morning Show, which is a huge radio station here that Carly does a lot of work with, they donated a tree as well. So there were just a lot of organizations that really wanted to help. And you know, as you guys know, again, the hockey community is such a tight-knit group, and they're always happy to help anytime. So it's greatly appreciated.
So, Jason, if we wanted to participate, or you want to contribute to your charity, where can we go to find more about it?
Yeah, so we typically have links. Carly and I do in the bio of our social media. It's kind of one of those weird URLs through the crowdfunding for University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital. So we'll make sure we put that there. And then you can always go and purchase Unreal gear on unrl.co. And we have hats and sweatshirts and a bunch of gear that they donate portions back to the hospital as well. So it's always there to help.
Well, it's always fun to see what you guys are going to come up with next to raise money for such great causes. So well done again. Happy holidays to you, and we can't wait to see you back on the ice soon.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on. Happy holidays and stay safe.